This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Hi guys, pre-connection attack. Pre-connection attack is the first part of the network penetration testing. And to perform this attack, we will look at the fundamentals like how to show all the network around us, how to find the details of all the connected devices to a particular network. Once we know about the network and connected devices to it, we can disconnect any device without knowing the password of that particular device. So here we have some following basic steps that we will follow or that we will be going through to perform pre-connection attack. So the first one is wireless interface in monitor mode. In this step, we will change the mode of the wireless device as monitor mode. The next is about arrow dump ng. In this step, we will use arrow dump ng to list all the network around us and display useful informations about them. The next one is run arrow dump ng. In this step, we will see all the devices that are connected to a particular network and collect more information about it. Last but not the least, deauthentication or deauthenticate the wireless client. In this step, we will discuss or we will disconnect any device which is shown in the previous step using the AirPlay ng. So this is the basic overview of this particular section.
Hello everyone. In this lecture, we are going to see how to connect with your wireless interface. So what you need to do here is, first of all, you need to check you have connected with it or not. So for that, you need to go to VirtualBox. So and inside VirtualBox, as you can see that we are having here. So just click on kalilinux and click on setting. So after navigating to setting, you can find that we are having here serial ports, or we can say USB. So when you click on USB, you can see that now I am connected with Atheros UB91C. So this is my USB interface. So if you are not connected with it, so what you need to do here is you need to just click on add new. So when you click on add new, you will select your Wi-Fi adapter, and after selecting it, just click on OK. So you will be automatically connected with it. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply get back to my Kali Linux machine. So here what I'm going to do, I'm going to first of all see that currently I'm in which mode. So there is necessary you should have monitor mode enabled Wi-Fi adapter or interface. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply type iw config and hit enter. So this will show us our wireless interface, which is VLAN, and as you can see, mode manage. So currently we are in manage mode. So the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply disable my Wi-Fi adapter, okay, or Wi-Fi interface. So I will be typing if config VLAN 0. So this is the name of my interface, and down. So after hitting enter, as you can see that the light blinking on your interface will be stopped. Now the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to give the command airmon, okay, airmon ng check kill. So what it will do, it will just simply use to kill any process that could interfere with using my interface in monitor mode. After this command, your internet connection will be lost. So hit enter. Okay, it is checking and everything is correct. Check kill. Yes, everything is correct. So as you can see that the process has been completed. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to use command iw config VLAN 0. This is the name of my interface, and the next is mode monitor. So this is the command to convert your Wi-Fi interface from manage mode to monitor mode, and now hit enter. So now you are currently in monitor mode. So the thing we need to do is we need to type it config VLAN 0 up, and this will just up my interface, and hit enter. So after hitting enter, as you can see that the blinking light will be start. Now iw config VLAN 0. So when you click on enter button, you will see that this is the name of your interface and the currently working mode is monitor. So this is how you can change your mode of your interface. So this is not very complex process, this is very easy process. What you need to do here is you need to simply just okay, let me start from the starting. You need to just see in which mode you are currently working on, and then you need to just down your Wi-Fi interface and then just kill all the processes. After that, just change your mode to the monitor and then enable it, and then see in which mode you are currently working on. So this is how you can just change your Wi-Fi adapter mode. So thank you for watching this lecture.
Welcome everyone. In this lecture, we are going to see what is AeroDumpNG. So AeroDumpNG is used to list all the network around us and display useful information about them. It is a packet sniffer, so it is basically designed to capture all the packets around us. While we are in monitor mode, we can run it against all the networks around us and collect useful information like MAC address, channel name, encryption type, number of clients connected to the network, and then start targeting to the network. We can also run it against certain AP so that we can only capture packets from the certain Wi-Fi network. So now let's see how we can use this particular tool, which is AeroDump. So what you need to do here is, first of all, let's check your wireless adapter is in monitor mode or not. So as you can see that it is in monitor mode. Okay, so now let's clear this screen first. So after clearing the screen, type AeroDump ng and the name of your interface, and now hit enter here. So after hitting enter, as you can see that it is started sniffing. So here we are having two Wi-Fi routers, which is this one and this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tell you what is the meaning of each and every terms. Okay, so now let's start with BSSID. So BSSID shows the MAC address of the target network. The next one is PWR, which is also called as power. So power shows the signal strength of the network. Higher the number has better signal. The next is beacons. Beacons are the frames sent by the network in order to broadcast its existence. The next one is data. What is data? Data shows the number of data packets or the number of data frames. The next is S. So this shows the number of data packets that we collected in the past 10 seconds. Okay. Now the next one is CH, which is also called as channel. So CH shows the channel on which the network works on. And then we are having MB. So this is for MB. And next one is encryption, ENC. Encryption shows the encryption used by the network, the type of encryption used by the network actually. So it can be WEP, OPN, WPA, WPA2. The next one is cipher. Cipher shows the cipher used in the network, which kind of cipher is using by the network. The next one is auth. Auth shows the authentication used on a network. Last but not the least, ESSID shows the name of the network. So this is how you can recognize all these terms. So this is all for this lecture. Thank you for watching this lecture.
Now okay, in this step we will run AeroDumpNG to see all the devices that are connected to a particular network and collect more information about it. Once we have a network to the target, it is useful to run AeroDump on that network only, instead of running it on all the networks around us. So currently we are running AeroDumpNG on all the network around us. So now we are going to target this one, which is free ka mangne wale. Now we are going to target this particular Wi-Fi network. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simply open a new window and now let's zoom it. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give command here, which is AeroDump ng BSSID, and I'm going to enter the BSSID of this particular Wi-Fi network 18.4a be careful while writing this particular ID and 2E DC B0. Okay, so this is the BSS ID. So the next thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to specify the channel. Okay, so the channel that this Wi-Fi router is using is 3. Okay, so I'm going to give here 3. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to give here is the name, which is LAN 0. So this is the name of interface. Now hit enter. So now as you can see that after hitting enter, we are having all these networks that are connected with this particular Wi-Fi network. So before going inside this, let's first decode what each and every command means here. Okay, so BSS ID, so this is the access point MAC address. It is used to eliminate extraneous traffic. And the next one is B channel. Okay, so the next one is channel. So channel is nothing but it is for the RODM-NG to sniff on which channel RODM-NG is going to sniff. So that's why we need to specify here. And then we are having the name of our interface. Okay, so this thing is clear. So the next thing, as you can see here, is we are having these many networks which are connected with this particular Wi-Fi. So what we can do here is we are not going to do anything in this particular lecture. We are going to learn what each and every command means here. Okay, now we are having BSS ID. So BSS ID means here is BSS ID of all the devices is same because devices are connected to the same network. The next one is station. Station shows the number of devices that are connected to this network. PWR, which is also called as power. So this shows the power strength of each of the device. Then we are having rate. Rate shows the speed. We are having loss. Loss shows the amount of data loss. And then we are having frames. So frame is nothing but this shows the number of frames that we have captured. So this is how you can get inside any particular network. Okay guys, in this lecture we are going to see what is deauthentication attack. Okay, so these attacks are very useful. These attacks allows us to disconnect any device from any network that is within our range, even if the network has encryption or uses a key. In deauthentication attack, we are going to pretend to be client and send a deauthentication packet to the router by changing our MAC address to the MAC address of the client and tell the router that we want to disconnect from you. At the same time, we are going to pretend to be router by changing our MAC address to the router's MAC address until the client that we are requesting to be disconnected. After this, the connection will be lost. Through this process, we can disconnect or deauthenticate any client from any network. So to do this, we will use a tool called AirPlay-NG. So first of all, we will run RODM-NG on the network. So as you can see that we have already here RODM-NG because we want to see which client or device are connected to it. So to run this particular tool, what we need to do here is open the window, make it zoom and type AirPlay-NG. Okay, NG. Now -d auth. These are the packets that we will be sending to our target. -A is nothing but the BSS ID of the Wi-Fi. Okay, now let's see 18 4A 2E DC and B0. Now let's check it again. 1C 18 4A 2E DC and B. Okay, everything is correct. And then we are going to give the station of the device that we want to disconnect. Okay, -C. Now station that I'm going to choose is this station, which is 16.8A. Okay,
So station that I'm going to choose is 16 8A and 58 B5 E7 and then 9F. Okay, and then specify the LAN 0, which is the name of our interface. Okay, now let's try to run this command. So as you can see that the thing is being started. So after executing this command, the device whose station is this lost the internet connection. We can only connect to the device again when we quit this particular executing command, like Control C. Okay, so the process has been done. Now let's understand what each and every command means here. So first we are having deauth. So deauth is used to tell AirPlay NG that we want to run a deauthentication attack and assign this much of packets. The next one is -A. -A is used to specify the MAC address of the router. And -C. -C specify the MAC address of the client. And LAN 0, as you all know, that is the name of our interface. So this is all for this lecture. This is how you can disconnect any device from any network. So thank you for watching this lecture.